Hey, 49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. Josh Jacobs' arrival in San Francisco has sent tremors through the NFL world, sparking conversations that refuse to die down, lingering in every corner of social media, locker rooms, and analyst shows. The whispers started long before he even stepped onto the practice field, with insiders hinting at the sheer physicality and determination he would bring to the 49ers ground game. Fans began to speculate endlessly about how a back of his caliber could change the dynamics of the team's rushing attack, imagining him barreling through defensive lines like a freight train with no brakes. Conversations range from cautious optimism to full-blown excitement, as people debate how his presence will affect the overall offensive strategy. Even players on the roster are reportedly buzzing with curiosity, some eager to learn from his veteran experience, while others are quietly concerned about earning their touches behind a back who has proven time and again that he is relentless once he finds a seam. Analysts, meanwhile, have dissected every highlight from his previous seasons, noting his vision, burst, and ability to punish defenders, suggesting that his style is tailor-made for the physical, downhill game the 49ers have historically excelled at. The energy surrounding his arrival has become almost palpable, as if the city itself is holding its breath in anticipation of what's to come. Every practice report that trickles out only fuels the speculation further, with sources claiming that Jacobs is already showing glimpses of the force he intends to be in San Francisco. Observers talk about his conditioning, his ability to absorb hits while maintaining balance, and the sheer intimidation factor he brings to every carry. The locker room atmosphere reportedly shifts subtly when he's present, as if his mere presence commands respect, demanding a higher level of physical commitment from everyone around him. Fans have flooded forums and comment sections with debates over how the team might deploy him in different situations, envisioning goal line scenarios, third and short conversions, and long, punishing drives where he systematically wears down defenses. Rumors even suggest that the coaching staff has been rethinking certain formations and personnel packages to maximize his impact, hinting at a near-perfect marriage between Jacobs' running style and the 49ers' offensive philosophy. This kind of anticipation doesn't come lightly, especially in a city that knows what it means to root for a powerhouse ground game. The chatter goes beyond mere stats. It's about attitude, mentality, and the kind of ferocity that can tilt the balance of games in ways that numbers alone cannot capture. Everywhere from sports talk radio to YouTube streams is buzzing with the question: will this move redefine the 49ers' identity in the trenches? The discussions about Jacobs' physicality extend even to rival teams, who reportedly are already recalibrating their defensive strategies to prepare for the inevitable bruising style he brings. Linebackers and defensive coordinators are said to be watching film obsessively, analyzing every nuance of his footwork, his ability to break tackles, and how he accelerates through gaps that initially seem closed. The mere possibility of facing him has prompted debates about adjusting front seven alignments, safety support schemes, and even secondary run responsibilities. Meanwhile, insiders hint that the 49ers' offensive line is energized by the challenge, with veteran linemen reportedly motivated to create the lanes Jacobs will need to operate at full force. Rumors swirl about whether his physical approach could lead to shorter, high-intensity drives or lengthier, demoralizing marches downfield that exhaust opponents both mentally and physically. The narrative has taken on a life of its own, with fans imagining defensive coordinators sweating bullets at the thought of containing him, while commentators speculate about how his style could synergize with the team's passing attack, opening up play-action opportunities in ways that could be devastating if executed correctly. Even casual observers are picking up on the hype, sensing that this isn't just another player acquisition. It's a potential shift in the team's philosophy, a statement that the 49ers are intent on dominating in a way that reminds everyone why football is as much a physical contest as it is a mental chess match. Whispers around the team's facilities also hint at Jacobs' leadership qualities, suggesting that his presence might influence more than just the running game. Teammates reportedly notice his work ethic, his insistence on accountability, and the subtle ways he encourages physicality in practice without forcing confrontation. The rumors paint a picture of a locker room slowly adjusting to a new rhythm, where drills feel more intense, stamina thresholds are tested, and a shared sense of toughness emerges organically. Fans online have latched onto these stories, debating how his temperament and on-field aggression might inspire younger backs, impact defensive linemen's confidence, or even change the tempo at which the 49ers attack opposing defenses. Analysts speculate endlessly about matchups, wondering whether Jacobs' downhill style could create a ripple effect, forcing defenses to allocate extra resources to contain him, thereby opening opportunities elsewhere. Each narrative thread intertwines with another, creating a tapestry of anticipation and speculation that grows with every practice update, every social media clip, and every insider report that leaks. The city seems to breathe with the rhythm of his anticipated impact, as if Jacobs' arrival has become a catalyst for collective expectation and heightened intensity, making the everyday conversations about football feel electric and charged with possibility. Some rumors even suggest that Jacobs' conditioning regimen in San Francisco is already the stuff of legend, with reports of late-night training sessions, endurance drills, and explosive sprint routines that leave teammates and staff in awe. The talk around these routines feeds into the overarching narrative that his physical dominance is not accidental, but meticulously cultivated, a combination of innate talent and relentless preparation. Fans, of course, dissect every snippet, theorizing about how this training translates into game-day performance, predicting scenarios where he bulldozes through stacked fronts, converts third and long with brute force, and consistently forces defenders into situations where they must choose between conceding yards or risking big plays. Commentators speculate whether this approach could fundamentally alter the identity of the team's rushing attack, shifting it from a calculated, methodical style to a more punishing, relentless physical force that opponents cannot easily ignore. The excitement surrounding his arrival has ignited debates on sports talk shows, in online communities, and even among casual observers, with some questioning whether the league has seen a running back capable of imposing such a consistent physical will on defenses while maintaining elite efficiency. It's as if every highlight from his past career now takes on a new dimension in San Francisco, each carry being reinterpreted as a harbinger of the physical dominance yet to unfold in this new chapter. Every angle, every rumor, and every speculative insight about Jacobs seems to swirl together, forming a narrative that is impossible to ignore. Even off the field, people are talking about him, imagining how he will mesh with coaches, how his presence might shape the culture, and how opponents will prepare differently knowing he's now part of the equation. This is more than just excitement over a player. It's a cultural phenomenon within the sports world, a mixture of respect, anticipation, and sheer curiosity about the tangible and intangible impact he will have. Discussions abound about how he fits into the larger picture, from red zone dominance to controlling time of possession, and whether his approach will encourage other players to elevate their physicality in response. Rumors suggest that the city is not merely watching, but collectively bracing for a style of football that promises intensity, aggression, and an almost cinematic sense of dominance on the ground. Fans, analysts, and teammates alike are caught in the same web of speculation, each theory feeding into the next, creating an environment where every mention of Jacobs ignites new discussions, debates, and predictions that refuse to settle down. Rumors swirling around San Francisco suggest that Jacobs' arrival is already sending shockwaves across rival teams, creating a sense of urgency in defensive meetings and film sessions. Coaches are reportedly obsessing over every nuance of his running style, analyzing how he lowers his pads, how he accelerates through contact, and how he adjusts his trajectory mid-run to exploit the smallest gaps. The speculation is that his physical dominance could force teams to rethink their defensive schematics entirely, dedicating extra personnel to contain him, which in turn could open opportunities for the 49ers' passing game in ways that rival coordinators have never faced before. Online communities are buzzing with hypothetical matchups, imagining Jacobs colliding with linebackers and safeties while shrugging off tackles, a spectacle that seems almost cinematic in imagination. Rumors even suggest that opposing defenses are already feeling a psychological burden, knowing that one missed assignment against him could result in a punishing gain. Analysts speculate that his style might change not just the outcomes of individual games, but the entire tempo at which San Francisco operates, creating a new kind of wear-and-tear strategy that slowly erodes defensive morale while maintaining offensive efficiency. Conversations among fans suggest a city-wide fascination, with every practice clip dissected frame by frame, each moment feeding the anticipation that Jacobs' forceful style is about to redefine expectations. Insiders hint that Jacobs' presence is affecting the locker room beyond mere physicality, subtly shifting team dynamics and mindsets. Reports describe a newfound intensity in practices, where players push harder, conditioning drills are more demanding, and mental toughness is emphasized as never before. Rumors paint a picture of a collective mentality evolving, spurred by Jacobs' reputation for relentless effort, where even the most experienced teammates find themselves inspired to match his standards. Fans speculate endlessly about how this could impact younger backs learning under his guidance, imagining him as a mentor whose influence extends into developing their vision, patience, and decisiveness between the tackles. Commentators suggest that his leadership style could subtly influence the offensive line, encouraging linemen to sustain blocks longer, attack defenders with more aggression, and create the physical lanes Jacobs thrives on. Social media chatter emphasizes that this is not simply a running back acquisition, but a cultural infusion, a change in ethos where physical dominance, mental toughness, and relentless pursuit of success become intertwined with the team's identity. The rumors imply that his approach might gradually create a snowball effect, shaping not just individual plays, but the strategic and psychological framework of the 49ers' offensive philosophy. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Every practice report seems to stoke the fire of speculation further, with whispers of Jacobs consistently showing superior vision, acceleration, and the kind of balance that allows him to absorb multiple hits without slowing. Analysts argue that this combination of attributes makes him uniquely capable of sustaining a high-output rushing attack while demoralizing opponents, and the rumors hint that this could alter how the team approaches time of possession battles. Fans envision scenarios where he grinds down defenses in long, punishing drives, converting third and longs with brute strength, and forcing defensive coordinators into difficult choices between conceding yards or risking turnovers. Speculation even extends to his potential impact on situational football, such as goal line and red zone efficiency, with online debates imagining how his physical style might shift play-calling tendencies toward more predictable, yet devastatingly effective, rushing attacks. Reports hint at coaching staff adjusting formations to exploit his downhill running style, while the media endlessly theorizes about the ripple effect of defenses overcommitting to stop him, leaving windows for explosive plays elsewhere. The buzz has reached a point where the narrative transcends the usual discussions of yardage and touchdowns, focusing instead on attitude, momentum, and the psychological toll a back like Jacobs can inflict over the course of a season. Speculation suggests that his physical style could redefine the team's identity, merging traditional San Francisco power running strategies with Jacobs' uniquely punishing approach. Analysts and fans alike debate whether this shift could influence the team's overall tempo, dictating longer, more methodical drives designed to wear down opponents both physically and mentally. The rumors hint that Jacobs' presence may prompt defensive coordinators to overthink every alignment and blitz package, fearful of triggering his downhill aggression. Social media forums overflow with theories about how his synergy with the offensive line might create running lanes that not only produce yardage, but also serve as a strategic lever, opening passing lanes, controlling the clock, and dictating the flow of games. Reports suggest the coaching staff is energized, seeing possibilities to exploit mismatches and leverage Jacobs' physicality to shape the offensive narrative. Every carry, every practice snippet, and every insider quote is dissected with the notion that Jacobs could be more than a player. He might be the catalyst for a transformation in how the 49ers approach dominance on the ground. Fans, commentators, and rival teams alike are captivated, fueling a narrative where anticipation rivals reality, and every day brings a new layer of discussion about the impact of his presence. The buzz surrounding Jacobs also seems to extend into the psychological realm, where rumors suggest his mere presence intimidates opponents before the first snap. Speculation describes defenders mentally bracing for collisions, with linebackers and safeties aware that one misstep against him could result in devastating gains. Analysts suggest this could have long-term strategic consequences, forcing defensive coordinators to alter game plans even when he is not actively carrying the ball. Online conversations highlight how this psychological edge might manifest in more conservative defensive schemes, hesitation in gap assignments, and overcompensation in alignment, all playing into the 49ers' advantage. Fans eagerly debate these hypothetical scenarios, imagining Jacobs as the anchor around which an offensive system of intimidation and controlled physical dominance operates. Insider chatter further suggests that his style might influence the entire team's tempo, encouraging more aggressive blocking, faster adjustments, and a heightened level of physicality throughout every drill. The narrative grows with every leaked clip, social media post, and insider tidbit, reinforcing the notion that Josh Jacobs is not just a back, but a seismic force poised to reshape expectations, strategies, and rivalries across the league. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.